cold and snowy White House. Sandra.
All right, so our Energy Secretary Chris Wright joins us now. He is at the Hanford Environmental Cleanup Site in Washington State after having toured the lower Snake River dams yesterday to talk about hydropower. I want to get to that in just a minute, but first I got to ask you about what is big news for so many Americans, Mr. Secretary, and that is that gas prices have come down quite a bit. And a lot of people are happy about that. Every time we talk about it, I get texts and emails and X messages from people who are saying, well, where we live, it's way lower than even that. So to what do you attribute? And if I may put this up on the screen, oil has come down substantially as well. It's down 23% since President Trump took office. And gas is down 5%. But why is gas prices not down more, considering the drop in oil?
Well, because oil's the biggest input cost for gasoline, but you got refining costs, you got distribution costs, and you've got taxes. That's one of the huge reasons why gasoline is $1.99 at some pumps in the United States, on average somewhere in the $2, but it's $4.50 in California. And where I am here in Washington State, it's $4.40. Politicians make decisions that drive energy prices up. And politicians like President Trump can reverse those decisions or make different decisions to drive energy prices down. And that is the central agenda of the Trump administration: make life more affordable for the American public and opportunities booming for American businesses.
Yeah, Mr. Secretary, it's John Roberts here. So we talked the other day about the president announcing his proposals for new CAFE standards that would take mileage down to 34.5 from the 50.4 target. At the same time as we're trying to develop electricity more in this country, because it looked like we were on target to have way too many electrical vehicles for the number that the power grid could possibly charge up. But then at the same time, we've also got this issue with all of these server farms and AI demanding more power. This is pretty interesting that last year, server farms took 4.4% of all available U.S. electricity. That's projected to increase to either 6.7 or 12% by 2028. What is the Department of Energy doing and this administration to try to meet that need?
And John, it's actually great news. It's great news on two fronts. One, it's enormous investments in our country that'll create jobs and tax base. It will also drive forward scientific progress. And here's the kicker, it'll drive down electricity prices. If you look over the last 5 years, the states that produced more electricity in 2024 than they did in 2019, like North Dakota at the top of that list, has reduced their average electricity prices. Texas, Nebraska, other red states have grown their electricity production a lot. Their prices have risen, but less than inflation. It's states like California, New York, Massachusetts, and sadly soon my own state of Colorado, where they produce less electricity than they did 5 years ago. That's what drives electricity prices up. This data center demand, of course, it's going to spur new investments in electricity production, but it's going to be a force to drive prices down, not a force to drive prices up.
Okay, so I know you're talking about the impacts of these Snake River dams. What's the update as you are on site there, Mr. Secretary?
Yeah, another crazy things the Biden administration did was they agreed with environmental groups to ultimately take down 4 large hydro dams on the Snake River. Where I'm in Washington State, I mentioned how expensive gasoline is here, but electricity is cheaper than the national average because they have abundant, affordable electricity generating sources like those dams. So President Trump has pulled us out of that compact agreement. We are not going to take down those hydroelectric dams. In fact, we want to do everything possible to increase hydro production in the United States. We had a Senate bill passed called Build More Hydro. We want to get that passed in the House. We're stopping the closure of coal plants and natural gas plants. All of these things are just common sense. Americans want more reliable, more affordable electricity, just like they do for every good, and we can deliver it.
Yeah, I know that the administration really trying to make a big investment on nuclear as well, that there's so many hurdles to get over with putting nuclear in. I know that it's a big project. It will likely take a little bit of time, though. Secretary, thanks for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Thanks, John and Sandra.
All right.
All right. Ex-Obama